Hello everyone, and welcome to this video where today I'll be going through my Doctor Who DVD collection and a few big finishes. So yeah, let's jump in. So, Unearthly Child, which I enjoyed. You know, most people say the first episode's only good, but I enjoyed all of it. The Daleks, it was okay, you know, it was a bit too long-winded, but still very enjoyable. Yeah, Destruction, again, another pretty good one. It's only 2 parts, so it's really quick to get through, and yeah. The Aztecs Special Edition, yeah, I enjoyed this one. Again, it's probably one of the best historicals, like, in Doctor Who. The Reign of Terror, I haven't really remembered this one, so I need to give it a rewatch. From what I remember, it was okay. It wasn't the best serial, but Dalek Invasion of Earth, a brilliant story, one of the best Dalek stories in Doctor Who. The Rescue, again, another short one. It was, you know, pretty predictable, but still good. The Romans, probably one of the other best historicals in Doctor Who. Quite a funny story, it's really good. The Space Museum, it was okay. Again, most people don't really like this one, but I rather enjoyed it. The Chase, one of my favourite Dalek stories, really funny, really good story. The Time Meddler, one of the first, you know, historical and sci-fi elements in Doctor Who. Really enjoyed this one of my favourite serials in Doctor Who. Gunfighters, it's okay, not the best. The War Machines, I don't really remember this one again because I haven't watched it in ages. I have to give it a rewatch. From what I remember, it's okay. The 10th Planet, yep, really good. Bit slow at the start, but again, enjoyable. Power of the Daleks, an absolutely amazing story, just let down by the animation. Still watchable. Underwater Menace, awful, won't even open it. The Moon Base, I really love the animation in this serial, it is so good. The story is okay, but the animation is amazing. Tomb of the Sidemen Special Edition, it's quite overrated, but I still rather enjoy it. The Ice Warriors, yeah, it's good. The Enemy of the World Limited Edition, an amazing story. It is so good, really different from what Doctor Who does. Really enjoyed that. The Web of Fear, again, an absolutely amazing story, one of the most atmospheric in Doctor Who's history. The Mind Robber, a really fun story. The Invasion, one of the best Sidemen stories in Doctor Who's history. Seeds of Death, again, one of the best, I'd say, in Patrick Troughton's run. Got the Ice Warriors, so nothing's better than that. The War Games, an epic, you know, it's 10 parts, but all of them are enjoyable. Spearhead from Space, an amazing story, great introduction to the Doctor and the Autons. Doctor Who and the Silurians, a really good story, really atmospheric as well. The Ambassadors of Death, really spooky story, really enjoyed that. Inferno, one of the best stories in Doctor Who history, really good. If you haven't watched this one and you're a Doctor Who fan, go out and watch it because it is absolutely amazing. Terror of the Autons, one of my favourite stories, introduction of the Master and Joe Grant, amazing. The Mind of Evil, a really, you know, thought-provoking story, really enjoyed it. Claws of Axos Special Edition, it was okay, it wasn't the best, but, you know, the last 2 episodes are pretty good of that story. Daemons, whatever you want to call it, one of my favourite stories, it was really good. Day of the Daleks, really good Dalek story, really atmospheric. It's one of the first to use, like, you know, like elements that the Daleks are known for, like time travel and taking stuff out of time and that. Curse of Peladon, I can't really remember it. I just remember Alpha Centauri. It's okay. Sea Devils, really good story. The Three Doctors, my favourite story of all time with Omega. I love this story to death. Carnival of Monsters, really enjoyable story, very funny in parts. Green Death, I don't know, people really like this story, but I found it really hard to get into, but that's me. Time Warrior, a classic, really good introduction to Sarah Jane and the Sontarans. Invasion of Dinosaurs, special effects aside, is amazing. Death to the Daleks, okay, I'd say. The Monster of Peladon, okay again. Planet of Spiders, I enjoyed, most people don't, but Robot, again, really, really, really good. Sontaran Experiment, a really good two-parter. Genesis of the Daleks, it's, you know, a classic story. I enjoyed it anyway. Gets a bit long-winded. Terror of the Zygons, amazing. Pyramids of Mars, one of my favourite stories of all time. The Android Invasion, really underrated actually, I really enjoyed that one. One of the last ever, you know, unit stories. And then we go down the shelf. Seeds of Doom, a really epic story, really good. Very dark as well, I'd say. Deadly Assassin, one of the best Master stories and Time Lord stories. The Robot's Death, again, one of the most classic episodes in Doctor Who. I didn't really enjoy it as much as other people, but still really, really enjoyable. The Talons of Weng Chiang, one of my other favourite stories of Doctor Who. It is so, so, so good. I really do recommend it if you haven't seen it. It is amazing. Horror of Fang Rock, another really one of my favourites, which is really good. Very horror-esque. Invasion of Time, I didn't enjoy it. The Reboss Operation, I haven't actually seen any of these Key to Time stories, so... The Pirate Planet, Stones of Blood, the Androids of Sara, The Power of Kroll, and the Armageddon Factor. Like I said, I haven't seen any of them, so I can't really, you know, say anything. Ooh. Seat of Death, again, one of the most classic stories in Doctor Who. Shada, this is actually incomplete, but they are animating it, I think. So, well, they've animated it first with Paul McGann, but I think they're doing another one. I think it was confirmed, I'm not sure. The Keeper of Traken, it was okay. Most people like that one. Legopolis was amazing, I thought. My camera crashed, sorry. Castrovalva, yeah, it was okay. The Visitation, one of my favourite stories. I really enjoyed this one, very underrated. It was really good. Black Orchid, one of my favourites again. It's so, so good. A pure historical. Earthshock, one of the most classic stories in Doctor Who history. The Cybermen are absolutely amazing in this story. It is so good. The Five Doctors, 25th Anniversary Edition. I really enjoyed the Five Doctors. I think everyone does. Warriors of Deep. I have a guilty pleasure of this story. I actually quite enjoy it, you know, even though it is really bad, but I still enjoy it. The Awakening, I thought it was a really good two-part story. I enjoyed it. Resurrection of the Daleks, probably my least favourite Doctor Who story. I did not enjoy this one bit. Caves of Androzani, I think this is a bit overrated, but still very, very good. Attack of the Cybermen, I didn't really enjoy this one either. The Two Doctors, really, really good. I love Patrick Troughton so much. Revelation of the Daleks, it was okay. Then we've got Trial of a Time Lord, parts 1 to 4, The Mysterious Planet. It's probably the one I forget the most out of the 4 Trial of the Time Lords. Can't really say anything. Then we've got Mind Warp, parts 5 to 8. I think this is probably the most rememberable one. I still can't remember most of it, but yeah, I remember the Perry bit, but stuff like that. Then we got parts, what was it? 9 to 12, Terror of the Vervoids. I enjoyed it. Then we got parts 13 to 14, The Ultimate Foe. All I remember is the Master in it, and it includes everything. It's okay. Paradise Towers, one of my favourites again. Really, really underrated. Very camp as well. Dragonfire, it was okay. Remembrance of the Daleks, one of the best Dalek stories. That's the same one. Happiness Patrol, I enjoyed it. Greatest Show in the Galaxy, one of my favourites. Battlefield, really good. The Curse of Fenric, a really dark story, very bleak. Survival, yeah, it was really enjoyable actually. And the movie, which was, I really loved the movie. And then we got box sets, we got to New Who, we got the complete first series. I like all of the episodes in this, really, except from Boomtown. Complete second series, probably the weakest in my eyes. I don't really like most of them, but I really love the Spider-Man 2-parter. Complete third series. Again, I like most of them from there. Last shelf. Got the complete fourth series, my favourite series. I love every episode from the series. The specials, again, I love every special. I think the Wars of Mars is very overrated. I didn't enjoy it that much, but it's still really good. Fifth series, yeah, it was okay. Not as good as everyone makes it out to be, but still really enjoyable. Complete sixth series, my guilty pleasure. I love every story in this, even though I can see the weaknesses in it. Complete seventh series, probably the worst series in Doctor Who history, but I quite enjoyed some in there. And then we got the 50th anniversary edition, collector's edition. I just put it into a small case. So that's the 50th and Time of the Doctor. I enjoyed them. Complete 8th series, again, I really enjoyed this. Mostly all of them. There's only a few I don't like. And the complete 9th series, which is one of my second favourite series. I just think everyone really hated on this series. I really enjoyed most of the episodes. I even like Sleep No More, and no one likes Sleep No More. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, that's all Doctor Who. Now just other bits. We've got Torchwood, this series 1 and 2, Children of Earth and Miracle Day. I enjoyed it, except for Miracle Day. Then just a few of my big finishes. So Classic Doctor's New Monsters. I listened to this again recently. I really enjoyed all of them. The War Doctor, Only the Monstrous. Again, really enjoyable. I need to get all the other series because that was amazing. Diary of River Song. I really enjoyed this one again. I don't really like the character of River Song, but this was really enjoyable. I love Alex Kingston. She is so funny. Then we've got Unit Assembled. I kind of just picked this up because it has Benton, Yates and Joe. Still need to listen to it though. Then we've got Jago and Lightfoot. One of the best spin-offs in Doctor Who history. I really love Jago and Lightfoot. It is so good. Then Series 2, which I've only listened to the first one. I still need to listen to the rest of it. Then just at the end, I have the 50th Collector's Edition box. So yeah, that was my Doctor Who collection. I haven't really brought any recently, but yeah, I still need to get quite a lot more. Just waiting for the complete 10th series on DVD when that comes out. I'll take it comes out next year. It'll have the Christmas special in it. Hopefully anyway. So yeah, thank you for watching and goodbye.